All right, today we're going to be talking about the power of words. Our essential question is, what should you do when someone uses mean or scary language on the internet? Our learning objectives are students will be able to empathize with those who have received mean and hurtful messages, judge what it means to cross the line from harmless to harmful communication online, and generate solutions for dealing with cyberbullying. So our first question is in our warm-up, what are your favorite websites, if any? What are your favorite video games, if any? And who do you stay in touch with through the cell phones and the internet? I encourage you to think about the positive feelings and experiences you've had with cell phones, the internet, and other types of digital media. Now, before we get started, I want you to watch the video on cyberbullying that I'm going to play during this lesson. And so you're going to watch that, and we will talk some more when we come back.
We spend lots of time online. We text, we comment, we share. It's a big part of our lives. But communicating with someone online is just like talking to them in real life. Everyone appreciates politeness, and no one likes it when people make fun, spread gossip, rumors, or lies. The fact is, some people do try to hurt others online. It's called cyberbullying, and it's a lose-lose situation. It makes the person being harassed feel bad, and it makes the bully look bad. It might lead to trouble with school authorities or even the police. If someone's harassing you online, it's important not to respond. That's because bullies are looking for a reaction. Block them if you can. Ignore them if you can't. If it continues, save the evidence and ask an adult for help. And don't be afraid to stand up for yourself or to stand up for someone else being cyberbullied. This behavior usually stops pretty quickly when someone speaks up. And when you're communicating online, remember to treat people the way you'd like to be treated. Know how to handle yourself, because being online is part of your life. So stop and think before you click.
Okay, so what's the problem? Have you seen meme messages sent to you or others online? What are the reasons a person might have texted, like for instance, you're weird? I mean, how would you feel if you were texted this? I mean, how might you feel if you could see the person saying this? Maybe what they're saying is different than if they were sent in a text. Now, so that's the thing is that we have to remember that words have power, and we need to make sure that what we say does not come across the wrong way. So we're going to talk about crossing the line. We have some sentences here, and we have to decide, are they crossing the line or are they not? I want you to read them and imagine them being sent to you in a text or online, not a person saying them to you in person. Because like I said, you can't hear the tone of voice and you can't see their face when they're saying it. So the first one, you are an idiot. So it could be like, you're an idiot, like that, or you are an idiot. So think about how that sounds differently. I'm having a party and you're not invited. There's no way to get around that one. That one sounds like you're crossing the line. This one could be taken two ways. I like your new haircut. Or I like, or you could be sarcastic and saying I like your new haircut. You are really ugly. That would be crossing the line. Thanks for the advice. Next time, would you mind telling me in person rather than by text? That's not quite, I don't think that's crossing the line. They're asking you to be nicely to, see them in person. Did you finish your homework? And why is it taking you so long to finish it? Those could be construed, the last one could be construed as crossing the line. Now, I want to review with you that students like you and kids like to go online and use cell phones to email, chat, watch videos, send messages, play games, and do homework. But sometimes the language can get mean or scary. Messages that make people feel badly cross the line. Sometimes that meanness is intentional. But when people use tools such as the internet and cell phones to deliberately upset someone else over and over, that's considered cyberbullying. Now, if you've seen a mean or scary message online, um, cyberbullies deliberately try to make you feel that way, to make you feel hurt or upset, just like real life bullies deliberately try to make people feel bad. So these are some ideas to help you deal when you're faced with cyberbullying. So cooling down can be a good first step when you receive a mean message. Just walk away, take a deep breath, count backwards from 10, pause and think about what you will do next. It's one of the best ways. Finding help or telling a trusted adult can be a good way to take action. You shouldn't have to deal with cyberbullying a situation alone. The person you tell should be someone who wants to hear what you have to say and will help you work on a solution. And I could be one of those people. Adults can be especially good because they often have power to influence the situation, which I could do that for you. All right. Ignore the bully can be very effective. Bullies like attention. When you deprive them of that attention, sometimes they just lose interest. And whatever you do, remember to keep a copy of the communication with the bully. Because if you delete the communication, there's no proof of how the bully treated you if you need to show it to a trusted adult. There's two ways to do a copy of the communication. You can print it out or just do a screenshot. I had a student who somebody posted on his profile, and he didn't want to leave it there on his profile just for everyone to see. So what I did is I took a screenshot of his profile, of his wall, and then I deleted it so that nobody else could see it. And it was within a couple of minutes of this happening. And then we went to the principal. So just be aware that I'm watching, and so is the school. So don't try to do anything on my big campus. All right. So what you're going to do now is you're going to go to, let me go to the next slide and explain. We're going to go to makebeliefscomics.com, and we're going to create a cyberbullying scenario and possible solution to that scenario. So let me take you there. It is www.makebeliefscomics.com, and you'll get this. So what you'll do is you'll click enter here. All right, and then you have 3 boxes like a comic strip. In the first box, you are going to put, you're going to put the cyberbully situation, for instance, like what a cyberbully might say or do, mean or hurtful situations. In the next box, you'll put what would you do in that in that situation, and then the third thing is what would a positive outcome be. Usually it might be something that maybe like you here in this situation in the middle, you decided to tell an adult, and the positive situation is the adult went to the cyberbully or went to the parents of the cyberbully and had a discussion. I'm going to show you your tools here really quickly, and then you can get started. Now, once you're done, you'll print it out so that what I'd like to do is make some, put it up on my walls. All right, if I see some good ones. Now, here is, first you got to start with your characters. So you got to pick a character. There's all kinds of characters, okay? And then what will happen is, and then you use these arrows down here, and you can pick their emotion. Okay? So for instance, let's pick one. He looks like a bully, doesn't he? So we can put him, so we click him. All right, so maybe he might be a little bit too big. Right now I'm in my move. See how it's in red? That means that's the tool I've got selected. If I want to scale him, see how it turned red? Then I'm going to click on my bully here, and I'm going to make him a little smaller so I can maybe fit. Now I'm trying to move him. See, I have a habit. Oh, I can just click and move him. No, I have to go back to my move tool and move him around. Okay. Now, I wanted to add something into my screen on the background, or just, let's go back this way, because I think the computer was back this way. Or, ooh, there's a good one, a cell phone. So I'm going to give him, instead of him having a, looks like he has a trophy in his hand, I'm going to put a cell phone in his hand. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay? See how I did that over there? And then I'm going to add a talk balloon to him. Okay? And then again, I can resize the talk balloon. And then I can move it around as I need to. And maybe in here I can add a, you know, you are such a dork. Okay? Why don't you get a new haircut? So there's some things that he can text to somebody. So it looks like he's texting from his phone here. So then I need add another character here, another person that is responding to the cyberbully, how they should respond, count backwards from 10, go tell an adult, you know. And then in the last box is maybe the adult is talking to the cyberbully about maybe you shouldn't do that. That's not polite. You know, it's against the law, which it is. Things like that. So you can also put in prompts, like right here. See how it puts in prompts. You can change your backgrounds. If I made a mistake, I can always click. Remember, see now it changed. I'm now on the delete. So now I can just take that off. And that's my start over. See, I just started over. Now make sure you name your comics up here. I'm going to name mine Cyberbully. Okay, and make sure I'm putting my author name here so I know who created it. All right. If there's any questions, you can come ask me and I can help you with this. And I guess that's it. And good luck. Don't forget to print.